A little late. I'm working on something. I'm not even ready to do this video. So you can watch me what I'm looking at. Give you something a little different. You can have 7. You can have 14. You can have 21. You can have 28. Those are retrograding advancing 7s. So this is where I can use this with Levette when she goes retrograde. Because as you go up with 7, you go down at the same time. How can you go up and go down at the same time? Pretty simple. We're going to give you the camera. Seven plus 7 equals 14. Well, that's up. 1 plus 4 equals 5. Well, that's down. Plus 7 equals 12. Well, 12 is equal to 3, as it's 1 plus 2 equals to 3. So now we went from 7 to 5 to 3. And now what's next? That's right. We're going to go 12 and 7 equals 2. 19. 1 plus 9 equals to 1. So you have A, C, E, G. Ace, G. Since the ace in complete, the 1, 3, 5 is complete, what does it do? All it does is if it's your phone, it'll just do that. That's your 1, 3, 5. So that almost looks like the G. You know what I'm saying? It looks like the G on an angle. Hey, it looks like a sad G, right? Because it got cut in between. But this is the bones, or maybe this is the inside of the complete letter that it is, which would be one, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it would be something like that. Looks like a Q, looks like a G. Anyways, let's leave this out for now. So we went retrograding all the way down to our number 19. So when 7 meets number 19, there's something in common with number 19. Does anybody know what number 7 has in common with that number? Think about it. Think about it. What 7 has in common with that number is if you tell me it's 7 p.m., I will tell you it's 1900 hours. 1900 hours. Hours. That's right. 1900 hours. Our spirit in the gateway. Pass through number 19. And it all began with AC. That's where it all begins, with AC. 1 and 3. 1 gets transferred into 3, and it becomes Eddie. You know Eddie? 1 gets transferred into 3. 3 gets transferred into 2. You have Eddie. 3 can also come inside of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you have A inside D. A in D. Or you can have C in B. CB. How do you have C and B? Here's C and B. Here's A and D. Now, what does it mean all around? All around. All around 1. Well, on the dice cube, it's a pretty simple explanation. All around 1. Since all around equals 8. 8 is all wrong. 8 is all wrong unless you're working on dimensions, because the face of this is the same thing as the face of that. There are 9, but all you need is the 4 corners that keep you inside. So does it take 8 to complete 1? Or did it actually take this scenario here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's one scenario. The other scenario is in which 1, 2, 3, 4. Here there are 4. Here there are 9. If I needed to make this here, what would I do? I would do this. And then in order to entrap the next one, okay, I would have to overlap and do this. If I didn't overlap and do this, what I would do, well, I don't have to do it this way, but I'm doing it this way. What I would do is I would do this, and then I would do this. And then what would you have left? What would be empty? You'd have 3 spaces over here empty, 1 space here empty, 1 space here, and 3 spaces here. I don't know what the story is telling us yet. I don't know what the story is telling us yet. I have to look at it. I have to redesign it. If I did anything here and I really wanted to find the 5, I can find my 5 right here, right in the center. 1 part, 1 of 4, or 25% and 75%. Earth and the moon. Where this is Earth and all this is the moon. Where Earth is valued at 50, or the center would be valued at 50, and the outside would be valued at 25. That's darts. That's how darts go. And that value is 75 plus 6 equals to 81 Venus or resident angel C. Us, the darts. 25%, 15%, 15 of 60. Now, if you want to talk hockey, baseball, soccer, football, basketball, horse racing, cards, whatever it is, everything has set rules, regulations, words that come in it, and they're all telling a story. So this is just this basic here. So 7 comes into 1900 hours. Okay, 7 and 19, and that's where your spirit. And 19 is part of the planet, house, Mars, moon cycle. Where do I get that from? 19 created from 13, and so is 7 created from 13. 3, 1, 3, 7. Here's our 13. First of all, if we want to see another 7, 1 plus 2 equals to 3, plus the next number, and boom, you have your, you have your 7. 1, 2, 3, 4 equals to 10. So you have 7 and you have 3. Nibiru. So inside of this, you multiply it, it becomes 4 and 3. You multiply this again, it becomes 12, and 7 equals to 19. 19 and 19 equals to 38 or 29. Plus 19 equals to 39 or 57. Plus 19, sorry, I marked Mars. It's a reflection of Mars, sorry, because of this. The reflection of the word Mars is Moon Hines, 57. We add on one number 19, we get 68. We get the house planet, the division of the 7th gate, the spirit of 76. The odds and craps tells me that 6886 is the planet and is created by number 5, F-I-V-E, which is number 42, or 9, 5 and 9, both create 42, and the word cat. You add this up again, you get the 49. After 68, you add 19 again to 68, you end up with 87. That is your first F and your 15, and this is where it approaches Mars. And at this time, okay, we have 59. Because this is, I call this the Pythagorean count to a single digit. To a single digit. That 19 is always associated with 17, 18, and 19. And it is always said 10 plus 7, 10 plus 8, 10 plus 9. It's expressed this way. So each time you say it, 17 will equal 23, 18 will equal 24, and 19 will equal 25. 5, 6, 7. The reason for this, all zeros equal 6, because of the all around the 1. So when I mentioned this to start with, now that I lost my place, one of the reasons I mentioned to start with is, is each corner representing this scenario, or is it representing this scenario? They're both square. See, this one is even a perfect square. See, if it was representing this one, the dot should be actually over here. Why do I say that? Because they have to be in the center of the area. These are towards the corner, showing me more like here and here and here and here. So where is the actual half-life? What is the real number of this? Is this really number 5? Because if it's counting only the corners, you have to call this the 5 dot equaling to a total of 25. The 1, the 3, the 5, the 7, and the 9 totals 25. 5 equals 25. 5 equals 25. 25 equals Earth's heart, Q. Oh my God, how do you get that? 5 times 2 equals 10J. Oh my God, Jack is in the house. 10J. How do we get 10? 1, 2, 3, 4 creates 10. On the cube, 6 and 4 create 10. Forget about 5 and 5 because now we're talking about Earth. So what are we talking about when we talk about 4 and 6? I have to think about that. Beta creation. 5 plus 2 equals to 7G. And what's funny about this is the French, they exchange the sounds for these two. So J becomes JP, and G becomes, it could be GM. It can also be FG, because all the zeros equal 6. So where this is really 17, it can become 23, and then it becomes 29, and this is your birth. 29 is your birth, your DNA all in a package, and spirit of 76, because 16 will create 76, will create a minus and a plus, 42 minus and plus 13, making it 55, the pass. And it's the game pass, because game is 8 and 4 and 18, 26, God. This design is, when I finished here, okay, I did a heart here, and then what I did, a heart here. So I just made 2 hearts over each other, one on this side and then one on this side. And what does that look like? Let me see. I go up here, I go down here, I go here, I go up here, I go here, and I go here. So that's my 1 heart on that side. And they come together when you attach them together. You create it over from the main heart, and you run it down, and you create the main heart. And in the center, if you take a look, I have 1, 8, 1. That's one of your visions inside of this. The other vision is it becomes the I. See the I letter, long at the bottom, dot at the top? Let's do this. Create, I did the outside of the letter, but when we write, we only write the skull bones. These are the skull bones, I to I. This becomes your digital separation between I and I. At the same time, it's I and I ate I. You have to understand what the French do when they give the accents over vowels. This one over here and this one over here. Accent aigu, accent grave. They're telling a story. I don't understand the whole story. But to me, this can look like your spade if you want to round it out, your spade or your club. Not really sure, your fleur-de-lis. So that's this basic setup. I'm not sure if we really went anywhere. Did we do anything? And that's the same thing. All numbers. 9 does not retrograde. 8 equals 1 descent. 7 equals 2 descents. 6 equals 3 descents. And what's so funny about this is that 1 goes around 8. 2 goes around inside of 7. And what this actually does is, let me see if I can do this correctly here. ELEVE. No, I didn't get that too good, did I, eh? No. No, I didn't get that too good. So I'm going to just yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's basically what it is. Forget about that. Forget about that. But that's the design that it comes in. See that? Did I do that right? That's the design comes in. And this is number 7 and 2. Your 8 and your 1, you have your 6 and your 3. And what's ironic about this is every single piece of mathematics that works is exactly on this dice. Okay, we're going to go down the line. We're going to go 5 equals 4 descent. I'm not going to do anything else. I don't have to, because as I descended, 5, 4, 6, 3, 7, 2, 8, 1. This creates the word love. 6, 3, 4, 5. We're not going to get into that. What we're going to get into is the truth. 8 plus 8 equals 16. 1 plus 6 equals to 7. Plus 8 equals to 15. 1 plus 5 equals to 6. 6 plus 8 equals to 14. 1 plus 4 equals to 5. 14, 1 plus 4. So now we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 equals to 5. So now we don't have to do anymore. First, this equal to 7. Let me see if I can circle it. And the next one equal to 6. And the next one equal to 5. We really don't have to do anymore. Okay? We really don't have to do anymore because we already have all the numbers here. 5, 6, 7, 8. We don't have to do any more. Everything is equal to 9, so 9 is everywhere. So now we're going to do it with number 7. Plus 7 equals to 14. 1 plus 4 equals to 5. We went down. 5 plus 7 equals to 12. 1 plus 2 equals to 3. Plus 7 equals to 10. 1 plus 0 equals to 1 equals to 7. All zeros equals 6. So in this scenario, we went 5, 3, 1, and then 1 moves or changes to 7. Now, when 1 changes to 7, in the last program I just showed you, 7 equals 19 in hours. I just put house. I don't know why. The other thing is when you're counting, Let me do this over here on this side. When you're counting 16 over 19, 17, 18, 20, 21, this is 7. This one becomes 1. What is this? In the center of all numbers, there's 1 through 18, and then there's 19 through 36. They're a reflection of each other in the game of roulette. So look what happened when I reflected 16, it became 19. When I reflected 17, it became 82. And when we reflected 18, it became 93. So in the cycle skies of the gateway of Q, 17, 71, we stand on 17. So we're going to come back over here. We did 7. Now we're going to do 6. And 6 equals 12. 1 plus 2 equals to 3. Did I do that already? Did I get a 12 somewhere? Yeah, look at that. I had a 12 right over here. So now we're going to see the numbers start to connect together. I got a 12. I got a 12. Did I get a 16? No. Did I get a 15? No. I got a 14. So my third 8 makes my 2 7s 14 match. One in one position, one in the other position. As long as we match, we can put the key in the hole. Then we went over to 10. So now we have 3 and 6 equals to 9. Wow, that's nice. 9 and 6 equals to 15. So now we've connected 6 to 15 to double 8. To triple 8. And in triple 8, it's 7 plus 8 that creates your 15. This is your Mars gateway. This one here is your rotation, your percentage sign. When you create the percentage sign through 9 and 6, you can just say, here's my percentage sign, and here's my 9, and here's my 6, and in between is my connection of my 8. The next one is 1 plus 5, and this is where Mars comes in rotation. Okay, 1 plus 5 equals to 6, plus 6 equals to 12, and 6, everything starts over again. I went down to 5, and 5 equals to 10. Okay, 1 plus 0 equals to 1 / 7. So what will I be doing? Will I be doing 1 plus 5 again equals to 6? Or will I be doing 7 plus 5 equals to 12? Right away, this is where the Moon and Mars are involved. And when Moon and Mars are involved, okay, 3/4 DC, what happens to that is, first of all, 6 and 3. See where 6 and 3 comes in? It just always bewilders me. When that shows up, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to go with this next. Yes, the word Mars, M-A-R-S, is 27. 4 letters times 27 equals to 108. The value of Mars is 51 minus 108 equals 57. And it reflects Heinz Union Jack, because that is the reverse letters of Heinz. And why Union Jack? Because when you design the H and the I and the N and the Z, you create Union Jack. Hey, Union Jack. Hey, how you doing, Robin? I seen ya. So this is just this basic. So your dice cube is doing this, and your numbers are telling you the same thing as your dice cube. 1 gets 8. I'm just trying to see where we were at with that. 8 and 8 is 16. So your 16 is opposite. 7 and 7 is 14. That'll create your 5. The 6 and 6 is 12. That'll create your 3. Your 5 and 5 is 10. That'll create your 1 with nothing around it. I want to see if everything flowed. 8 descend. Yes. Yeah, so all these descend. Okay, and then it reflects right here. 5, 4 empty spaces on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 empty spaces. The L over here. 6 empty spaces. And 6 empty spaces is reflected on 5 empty spaces. See, here's 5 and 4. Here's 6 and 3. Here's 7 and 2. Here's 8 and 1. And here's your descent. 8 will descend 1, 16 to 15 to 14. 7 will go down 2. This one creates 5, so down from 7 is 5. From 14 to 12 to 10. Did I go down again? No, I did not. 6 is going to go down 3. 6 will go down 3. 6 and 6 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 5 will go down 3. From 5 will descend is 4. 5 and 5 is 10, becomes 1. 5 goes down 1, 4. 6 goes down 3. 7 goes down 2. 8 goes down 1. So like the dice, it is the number exactly the same. Now, the reverse of your descent of 4 is 5 void. And your 3, which is the opposite, is your 6 void. So your DC, everything we talk about DC in all creation, is your student. Yo, ELEVE, 11 craps. Although this might mean 11, for me it's student. ENT, the entity stud, created from DC, 5 and 6, 3 and 4, 7, come 11. And that is the game of craps. C-A-R, it's a wrap. Caesar wrap. Okay, now is there anything else I wanted to do? I'm not really sure. Just a little short video. There's always something. There's always an idea out there. I'd like to put it together a little bit better and do something else with it. I showed you that shape at the beginning, and why I wanted to talk about the heart, because I was with a couple of people and they had a lot of dust on them, and they were talking about cleaning up and what happens to the dust, and they said when it goes between their breasts, right, it looks like an upside down heart. Now I'm not really sure because I didn't get to see, but it just started to tell me upside down heart between their breasts, 2 mountains, each mountain giving milk and honey. So I'm just trying to think, the heart is in between. What does that heart do? What are the 2 pools inside the heart? There's a pumping station, pumping to this side, pumping to that side. So the division of everything. Just wanted to see what this was. The sun and the moon. For thousands of years, the sun and the moon have filled man with inspirations, admirations, and fear. The sun, the brighter of light, heat, and fire, is one of the most crucial elements needed on Earth for life. Without the sun, life would perish rapidly. It is therefore unsurprising that many human cultures worship the sun and sometimes the moon in acknowledgement of their importance, their beauty, and their magnificent power. Throughout thousands of religions across the globe, the sun and the moon have been said to be a bewildering range of entities, from the eye of the giant in Chinese mythology to sparks of fire tossed into the air according to the Norse belief. More often, however, the sun and the moon are personified as gods. Frequently, the sun is associated with masculine qualities and the moon is portrayed as a woman. Saint Francis of Assisi wrote a prayer dedicated to brother sun and sister moon, while in West Africa, the Fon tribe tell of the male sun god Lisa, and his twin sister, the moon goddess Mawu. However, their expectations, the oldest Japanese religion, Shintoism, tells us that both deities of the sun and the moon are female. The shy but extraordinary beautiful sun goddess Amaterasu, who is later to be associated with Buddha, and the goddess of the moon Tsukikiyomi, Both were created from the tears of the higher god Izanagi. The ancient Egyptians, renowned for their sun worship. Okay, before I go on, I just want to explain why I'm talking about this. And when you listen to ancient, before they were able to change anything in books, before your mind was bewildered and altered, what others thought, so that way you can get a revelation to what the word of God is, what the true word is, from going ancient before the time of manipulation. And if that works out, it's impossible that this computer world generated to what I was able and capable of doing today, because it was created before time, telling me that's the truth. So you cannot change it, because it was rewritten in the English language, in which letter to letter is going to tell a story. Whoa, whoa, the board is moving too fast for me. Yeah, howdy. I got no hair. I put this on. Seems like I got a lot of hair. Oh, that's quite interesting, because 47 and 47 is 94. 44 is one side of 50. See, when you do things, we have to always remember to add the heart. That's what 7 and 5 does. We're going to go from December to May, and we're going to go from January to July. And that in between is where everything is tied together, the compression. You pull it on this side, you're pulling June. You pull it to this side, you're pulling June. So no matter which side you pull to, you're always pulling June. So you never want to go 66 passing through the cities. You want to go Highway 80 to this side or to that side. You don't want to be pulling June. So you go to April and August. AA. Got an AA battery. How about Raphael? Raphael light. Yes, before the verbs and the adverbs. Oh, it's just so very interesting. Verbs, adverbs, nouns. Like, I went to school and like English was my toughest class. I just wanted to understand it way better than what they were telling me, you know. So I don't even know if you can see the wall I painted. Wow, I think I did a good job on my wall. I'm going to read that in a second. I just want to show you my wall because I'm very excited. I got white in my apartment for the first time. Going to take a picture. Okay, took a picture, not a big thing. Looks pretty dark in here, eh? So let's see. Let's see. Not sure if you can see this. Whoop, disappeared. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see. No. I'm not too good at this, eh? Hold on a second. Well, that's really weird. I took 3 pictures and only 1 showed up. Wow, I took 3 pictures, 1 showed up. Okay. Wow, I can't believe it. I got to take another one. Sorry I'm using up all your time, but it's something I got to do. Got to take a picture of the wall. Got to take a picture of the wall. Let me take a picture. Wow. Okay, got it. It's really neat when you see the shadows in the background of the other wall. It's crazy what it does. It's really just blue. Anyways, forget it. Let me read the rest, what everybody said. Link. What is the PAL? What is the PAL? Okay, I don't see a link. Send me the link. I'll go check it out. Old rockabilly fella. Old rockabilly fella. So I just read this little concept over here. There's so much to look at. Latitude, longitude, navigation, cross staff, coordinates. Yeah, there's another thing. You remember I always speak about the center? I'm just going to show you this design. When there's the center of something, the center takes up both sides. Just like the 45, the 90 degree here, that takes up both sides. And then this piece over here, this takes up both sides. So now if I hold it this way, this over here is 225. I once spoke about the birth 666. If we hold this paper up this way, okay, let me see exactly this way. This is my 6 o'clock. So my 6 o'clock is actually falling between 225 degrees, 180 degrees center to 135 degrees. My movement of 10 or 9 brings me over here. Okay, it brings me to 216, which is my moon and my birth entry, to 225, life on Earth. 22 is life and E. Okay, to 234. Your 234 and 666 will create your next 90-degree angle. And even when you go into these split angles, I'm gonna bring this down here. It's hard to use a ruler at the same time as we're doing all this. So we're just going to take this and this area here and this area here and this area here and this area here are center areas. So really the only thing left over from any of that is here and here and here and here and here and here and here. We can call these the roofs. We can call these the ladders. Underneath this awning is this number: half in day, half night. Underneath this awning, and these would be my walkways. I can feed the fish to the left, feed the fish to the right, feed the fish to the left. I come all the way down. I go out to wherever I want to go. Feed the fish left, right. Feed the fish left, right. This is my. This is what you can call when it's perpendicular like this. This would be my 315 area, and this would be my 315 area. And you can call that area ACE. And the same time I call it the 315, I also call it the 45, and I call it the sun pass. And in fact, it happens here, it happens here, it happens here, and happens here. And in different seasons, as it moves, it changes its numbers. But where do I get 315 and 45? Well, 315 and 45 is 360. So depending on where you start, if I start here and go to here, it's 45. If I start here and go to here, it's 45. Retro, it's backwards. 315 says ace, and this says sun pass. And there's other reflections. It's also saying creation in Mars. It's also saying electric company. 3 by 15. 3 plus 5 plus 8 is 9. 15 and 9, birth in Mars. So this is what this thing, this is the first time I actually think I came out and said it right. So this place over here, let's call this, let me turn it upside down because I have more place to write. So if this was 12 o'clock, okay, and I got to switch the hours. I got another area where I found my 12. 8 and 4 equals 12. Okay, and I found that during the date today, why we have 12 instead of 8. I wish I knew where I was. Hold on a second. Let me think. Where did I get 12? Where did I get 12? Where did I get 12? I don't remember where I got 12. 8 equals 12, and I don't remember why. 1.5 times 8 equals 12. Mars does that to everything. But I don't remember why. I had a calculation today where I was counting squares. And if I had 4 squares here in the center, how many squares would I have around it? I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 12 around 4. The difference is 8. But that's not where I got it. I just thought it was very amazing what I did today in my head, where 8 became 12. Anyways, this is one of the reasons. This is the center house, the center clock, the window. Anyways, we're going to go to here. So this is going to be 45. But that's the center right here, 45. But we have to do this and this, where this will be 36 and this will be 54. This will be 90, but it'll actually be 81 Venus to 99 Jupiter. This one over here is going to be 135 to the center, but it's going to be 135 to the center to 126 to one side, my God, 63, okay, to 144 on the other side, and all of a sudden time begins right here. 1440. But 360, 4 of these will create time. But your first time clock starts right over here when you get to this area. This area over here is your 180. So you'll have 171, which is your gateway opening, to 189, the heaven of birth. And each one, it's plus 9, plus 9. The center, minus 9, plus 9. The center, plus 9, minus 9. The center, plus 9, minus 9. Gives you position to the center of the Chopin. Anyways, that's this little piece. I'm happy I found this. There's a whole bunch of them, a whole bunch of different ways to look at it. These are old stuff, my friend, old stuff. 5281 and 2005 equals 7286, Earth, Venus. This is when it all began for me. 7286 minus 5281 was 2005. $72.86 minus 57.81. Look at that number. You know how old this is? I haven't touched this. This is the year. This is the year everything happens right now. What does this equal to? 1505. Mars in the sweet spot. 15 of Mars, 50 in the sweet spot. We're in the red zone right here. We're in the red zone right now, explaining it right here, 7286. Slaughter and sacrifice. That's what it means. So we're going to put this away for now. I'm not sure who was here yesterday. We're going to do one little design before I let this go. Just 1 second. The design is right here. I'm going to look up at the comments in a minute. We're going to look up at the design right over here. And just trying to remember how to do this design. And what we're going to do in here is we're going to, it's divided here, right here. It's divided. It's divided here. Now we're going to extend it to connect it here, and we're going to extend it to connect it here. Oh boy, I bent it. I bent it down. I bent it down. Anyways, it's very hard to see when it's so small. So what I'm going to do, boy. Okay, forget about this. We're going to do it bigger. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and all the way up to the top and down. Then we're going to do it here. We're going to go upside down, upside down. So we're going to go like that, like that. Just make it bigger, easier to see, right? Like that. Now we're going to division it. Now we're going to go for, did I do that right? I'm not sure if I got that right. I'm not sure if I got that right. So we're going to continue the line from here, and we're going to continue the line from here. Then we're going to take this, we're going to continue the line from here and continue the line from here. And we connected the whole thing. There you go. We're connected. Now my next question is, I have to bring dimension into this, but this is only one shape. This is the heart shape. And we all know that I'm going to do this rounded, right? I'm going to put one heart here, and then we're going to put the other heart here. See, these are my two hearts. Which way does my 88 go, and what is the next design we can create from this 88? I'm just trying to, besides the diamond that comes out in the center, the teardrops, this can be done, it has to be done squarely so I know exactly what's going on this paper. So how do I create this heart? I did it that way. So I'd have to create the heart upward. Did I get that right? Here, here, and here. Okay, now I have to make another heart just like that. How is it done? How do I, and now I have to do the heart the other way. I have to turn my book upside down, and I have to 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have to go 1, 2. I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to go 1, 2. Then I go in here and up here. So I went too far. And that's what you end up with. Same design, same thing. I need to take the rounds and I got to put them into squares. Okay, let me go back on and see what what's written up here before we end this video. 8:15 at night. Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff up here. The L's, St. Lin, Link. What is the Paul? Paul, we are decoders. Hey, I want you to check out this link, brother. Okay, send it to me. We decode. Okay. My brother and sister. Okay. Old Rob. Okay. I saw. What field? I don't know where. We're the anomalies, right? We are. Thank you very much, Jeremiah. I just apologize all the time, just to show you that I realization that I believe, I still think that the apology is, until we get on a flow, until we know exactly that we can believe and trust, we need that flow. It's like twinging a machine. Roaster windmill on top of a barn. I have to see that. I need a page we can go and see these things. I need to see. Yes, I believe we did break the machine. Too many smart people out there. They keep shooting people. They keep shooting people, and the ones they shoot after their children are smarter, right? Doesn't matter how much you drink. You drink too much, your children turn out one way. You smoke too much, your children turn out another way. But when you get one of these things inside of you, your children turn out another way. Take the bar off the broken mind. I want all those to me, please. Please, plaza, 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 plaza pleasure, let's go to the plaza. Bring us pleasure, right? Oh yeah, Geminis are pretty special. Geminis and who's born in the month of May? What is that? Is that Gemini? Judgment in the world. That very funny that you said that. Judgment in the world, slaughter and sacrifice. Howdy. Boy Scouts of America. Six, 7, 3. Well, you know what's very, very funny? That's very, 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 very funny, because 75 and 15 actually fit together. First of all, we've already put them together in our work, saying 3/4 of something is 45 the sun, but 3/4 gets 1/4, and 3/4, what you're talking about, is 15 seconds, 15 seconds, 15 seconds, or minutes. Every 15 is talking about Mars, but when you have 3 of them, you get to the sun. When you're talking about 15 and 75, why I like that so much is because 75 times 75 plus 75 plus 75 is 5775, which is the year 2015. So numbers have a way of coming back together on different levels. Imagine if you're sticking something through and they say, oh, that's not the way to do it. It's like this. When you're sticking something through this way, it's going up a level on every single level, depending the angle. Is it angle 7, angle 8, or angle 5? What does angle 7, 8, and 5 means? Well, if it's angle 7, you jump 2 holes. If it's angle 8, you jump 1 hole. If it's angle 6, you jump 3 holes. 6 missing 3, 3 missing 6, 2 missing 7, 5 missing 4, 6 missing 3. Eight and 8, 16. 1 and 6 is 7. I now went down 1. 7 and 7, 14. 1 and 4 equals 5. I now went down 2. 6 and 6 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. I now went down 3. 5 and 5 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. I now went down 4. All telling the same story. Math isn't going to lie to me. It didn't lie. It's telling that same story, how things are going up and down. When I'm talking, if you're trying to thread something, and let's say it was the bore, the hole was drilled on this angle, you'd have to look. You just can't look at the hole because all you'll see is the back wall of the cut. You'd have to look all the way up on this special angle to be able to see it. And if all the drill holes were this way, imagine if there was a drill hole this way, drill hole this way, drill hole this way, and you had to put a bolt in on an angle. You'd have to go to hole number 2 in this bar, hole number 3 in this bar, hole number 4. But if you were counting by 7, right, you'd go 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. If you were counting by 6, you'd go 1, 4, 7, 10. Do you follow what I'm saying? I'm going to have to design this, make this. Let's design this. Okay. See, here's hole number 1. Here's hole number 2. Here's hole number 3. Here's hole number 4. Only at hole number 4 will you reach all the levels. Until number 4 is there, you haven't done anything yet because your bolt goes from 1 into 4. 1 into 4. So this is my angle, 4 up. So what is that angle? And since it's 1 into 4, automatically you know I'm talking about 5. But my expression is 7 and 7 equals to 14. 1 plus 4 equals to 5. Here's my 14. Here's my 1 and 4 equals to 5. So it's telling me this story. And this story is coming of Christ, and that's the angle. And what's the most we can go up? The most you can go up is you can move 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that's all you can move. You only can move 4. The total is 10, and that's the most you can move. That's it, because of what we already did over here. 4 equals 5 void, 3 equals 6 void. And we did that because of over here. The only thing you can get on a dice are these two over here. You can't really get these two on 2 dice. And 1 and 2 plays all its role in 3. And 3 is opposite of 4. So these two come together, 7 come 11. Here comes the student. 10 and 8 becomes 1 and 8, and that's the resident angel. 1 and 7 is 8, 2 and 8 is 1, and that's the resident angel. 8, 8, 10, 10. 15 and 11, Mars and the student. Creation of the gateway God spirit. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Send me that link. Let me know. Well, I like all kinds of music. It's, you know what, the only thing that gets into me is either A, I don't make enough time, I don't have enough questions posed towards me or something that I can do. I really never know about the class or quality of the information I'm putting out there, other than what I believe, and I like it, but I don't know what everybody else believes, because we all have to work together. It can't be about me. It has to be about we, because as a we, and as we build the truth, and as the truth grows, the energy grows, and as we grow together within the masses, we can hopefully, if everything is true, we can distort that false energy and open up the mind so we have more people making the right decision. Okay, I don't know either what you're talking about. They're killing your post, but I want to end this video. If you guys want to chat, I can close the window. I have a few things to do. Life path is 8. You were supposed to send me a link. If you don't send me a link here, there's somewhere on my page you can make a post. Make me a post or send me an email. If you need to say something to me, send me an email at this email address. Okay, and I want to thank you for watching this video. Have a good night. Tomorrow, 51 4774 and 51 512. Just got to remember those numbers. Thanks for watching. Okay, thanks, Jeremy. Take care, Robin. I would say your name, Lauder, John. Thank you. Arts of Passion, which is just something I wanted to say. I'm just thinking of it. Altered Images, Oklahoma Tattoo. Thank you, Jamie, very much for keeping me on my toes. Love it. I got these B cards. If you want to send me something, send me cards. Send me these professional dice cubes, different colors if you want. Make sure they're a good grade because it bugs me to have all this amateur stuff. Although I can do something with it too. This is the greatest dice I ever got and the best pack of cards. These are casino playing cards, I think, for blackjack. I wouldn't mind also having poker cards. Apparently, they're different sizes. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Thank you. Purity pure.